After months of trading insults, warnings, and fiery speeches, President Donald Trump and New York City's Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani are finally set to meet in the Oval Office on November 21st. And for two men who have built entire narratives around opposing each other, this meeting is already one of the most anticipated political moments of the year. On one side, you have Trump, a president who has repeatedly called Mamdani a communist, a lunatic, and someone who would destroy New York.
If you want to see what congressional Democrats wish to do to America, just look at the result of yesterday's election in New York, where their party installed a communist as the mayor of the largest city in the nation.
He's mocked his victory speech, questioned his competence, and even suggested that New York chose communism over common sense.
Yeah. Take a look at what's happening in different parts of South America. Take a look at what's happening in different parts of the world. But now the Democrats are so extreme that Miami will soon be the refuge for those fleeing communism in New York City. They flee. They flee. Where do you live? New York City, but I'm trying to leave because I don't want to live in a communist regime. I hope it works out for New York. I love New York. I love New York. When I left New York for the White House, it was good, except we had, the telltale signs of trouble because we had a guy named de Blasio. Do you ever hear of him as mayor? He goes down as probably the worst mayor in history. Then he went to Harvard to teach government. Do you believe it? They took de Blasio, and they took that mayor from Chicago, the one that gets her hair done very expensively, right? Beautiful hair. She got beautiful, luxuriant hair. And they took her, and she's teaching at Harvard. They're teaching government. And then you hear about Harvard. We're trying to work a settlement with Harvard right now for about a lot of money. I won't tell you what, but you'll be reading about it pretty soon. Because what they've done to Jewish people and what they've done to others is pretty bad, I'll tell you. It's pretty bad. Going to cost them a lot of money. After last night's results, the decision facing all Americans could not be more clear. We have a choice between communism and common sense. Does that make sense to you? Common sense. It's common sense or communism.
On the other side is Mamdani, the 34-year-old democratic socialist who just pulled off a historic win by campaigning on rent freezes, free public buses, universal childcare, and immigrant power. In his victory speech, he spoke directly to Trump, daring him to turn the volume up, promising to hold the Donald Trumps of our city accountable and declaring New York a city built and led by immigrants.
New York will remain a city of immigrants, a city built by immigrants, powered by immigrants, and as of tonight, led by an immigrant. So Donald Trump, since I know you're watching, I have 4 words for you. Turn the volume up.
So the two have been on a collision course from the start. Their public exchanges have not just been political disagreements, they have been ideological declarations. Trump represents a conservative, nationalist vision with tough enforcement and pro-business policies. Mamdani represents a progressive, redistribution-focused approach built on affordability, social justice, and public investment. Their clash is not just personal, it's symbolic of the larger divide shaping American politics today. But despite all the rhetoric, both sides now say they're willing to talk. Mamdani has said he wants to deliver results for New Yorkers and is ready to work with the federal government if it means making life more affordable. Trump, while keeping up his criticism, has softened his tone slightly in recent days, saying he wants New York to do well and is open to working something out. That brings us to the meeting itself. The official agenda is straightforward: public safety, economic security, and affordability. 3 issues where their priorities overlap in theme but differ sharply in approach. Trump has leaned on traditional law and order policies, while Mamdani talks about safety through social investment and reform. Trump's economic approach centers on deregulation and business incentives. Mamdani wants stronger labor protections, city-run services, and expanded public spending. On affordability, Mamdani has made rent relief and free transit central to his platform, while Trump talks about lowering living costs through market-driven solutions. This meeting matters because New York relies heavily on federal funding for housing, transit, security, and social programs. Trump has already threatened to pull some of that support if the city goes off the rails under Mamdani. For the incoming mayor, managing this relationship is not optional, it's essential to governing. For Trump, the meeting is an opportunity to frame himself as open to dialogue while keeping New York in the center of national politics. The stakes extend beyond these two men. Their interaction could shape how progressive cities navigate conservative federal administrations, whether it's going to be confrontation, cooperation, or some uneasy mix of both. And for millions of New Yorkers, the outcome will influence everything from rent pressures to public safety to the city's relationship with Washington over the next 4 years. So when Trump and Mamdani walk into the Oval Office on Friday, it's more than just a meeting. It's a face-off between two visions of governance, two political movements, and two very different ideas of what New York and America should look like. Whether this ends in a handshake, a standoff, or another round of public jabs, one thing is certain. This is a meeting that will set the tone for the years ahead.